you join me on the beach at Lake Ferry, almost the very bottom of the North Island of New Zealand. So in this episode, we are going to take my old 1998 Discovery 1 to one of my favorite campsites in the lower North Island. And along the way, we're going to head along some of the beaches and stop in at some of the cool sites that are out over there. Welcome back to Overland NZ. I'm Daniel. Let's go. This episode is brought to you by Overland Navigator. With tracks and campsites all over New Zealand and all the details you need to explore, finding your next favourite spot has never been easier. Grab it from the app or the Play Store and start exploring today. So this is probably not really the sort of trip I'd usually use this car for, I'll be honest, but it'll be kind of fun just to give it a really good test run after months of working on it and trying to get it built up so it would work really well. So yeah, we're going to basically head out and I'm really excited. The really quick beach run up Whangi Moana Beach, it was time to jump back onto the, well, highway and push further around the coast. Surrounded by old, I don't know what you'd call these, bulldozers, and they take the boats in and out of the water. There's a massive fishing community here, and it's always kind of a cool place to stop off and have a bit of a nosy. Like, there's so many boats and tractors and things, and like, it's just a tiny little, fairly not off the grid, but one of those places where reality and it are quite separate. I don't know if it's gonna come up with camera, but there's some big clouds behind me. So there is a southerly squall, I think they called it, rolling in this afternoon, and I'm hoping I can get to camp before that and kind of scope it out and get myself set up. Before too long, I was upon the Cape Palliser Lighthouse. With the incoming weather, I decided not to climb the hundreds of stairs up and make a move towards camp. The first 3/4 of the track are private property. That means no camping, and please respect it. Look after this and we can keep exploring it for years to come. That's quite some weather coming in. Ah dear. It's all good that way. Semi good that way. Shocking that way. Alright, I think I'm about 10 minutes anyway, getting through the rock garden and they're basically there, so hopefully I get there before the weather gets here. Alright, so we've got thunder now. It's out over there. You can hear it coming on through. That's pretty cool. Dramatic arrival into camp, if I can get there. Oh, man, this way. Oh, I wish. How am I going to do this? Let's get this guy. This is not the greatest camera, but the truck is up here. Oh, Oh, jeez. Big raindrops. I see some hail coming in a minute. Dust storms. I was going to get this like beautiful shot driving into camp, but nah. Oh. Holy moly, that's hail. Yeah, I can sing at the top of this. There's people set up here already camping. That was an arrival and a half. Sort of, it's still going. I've haven't seen hail this big for a really long time. And some lightning. Yeah, thunder's a while away. So, I think I'm going to hang out in the car for a while. I hope this doesn't last too long. It's not supposed to.
The worst of the weather passed fairly quickly in the end, and the sun sort of came back out. I texted home with the Zolio and just let them know that I was all good and checked in on them. It was then time to find a nicer camp spot for the night.
So you guys know, I'm a rooftop tent guy. I love the things, and I've run them for coming up 5 or 6 years now. This is the first time I've ever used a swag. I don't like sleeping on the ground as a general, so I'm curious to see how this goes. Like, this is quite easy to set up, I'll give it that. It's quite big in the back of the car, but assuming I've got this level enough, should be interesting. I love rooftop tents, but the thought of putting one on the Discovery just doesn't appeal to me. It's already quite top heavy, it's already very heavy, and I just can't see how that's going to make my life any better. So last night we got every single type of weather. It was horrendously windy when I went to bed, then it got really, really cold, then it rained, and then this morning woke up and it's absolutely beautiful. This place is pretty special. Like, it's the sort of place you kind of don't end up by accident. You do have to want to get here, and it is worth putting the effort in and getting here. It is such a cool spot. But this campsite just holds a special place in my memory, and I don't know, I want to come here more often. I don't know why I don't. It's not actually that far. From my house to here is maybe 2.5 hours, possibly 3 at a stretch. Just gonna do it.
After spending a bit of quiet time down by the river, it was time to rattle my way out of camp.
first night ever in a swag. I'm not going to claim I'm a pro. A couple of things I noticed. Number one, it's not very comfortable. The mattress is way too thin. Number two, the setup and pack down time is awesome. There's probably more work than a rooftop tent, but it's on the ground and it's easy. It withstood the rain and the wind and everything all good, which is nice. I was a little bit worried. And yeah, I was quite impressed with it, to be honest. So, I don't know. It's definitely a bit colder, I will give it that.
Normally I find backtracking on a track slightly annoying, but on this one it's kind of cool. You get to do all the obstacles backwards. In this case, heading back up this thing is way easier than coming down.
So this seems like a pretty fitting place to end. We've got Cape Palliser Lighthouse right there. A couple of months ago, I was right up at the top of New Zealand at the Cape Reinga Lighthouse. So, you know, I've done tip to tip in 3 months, something like that, and it's pretty cool. This trip has been amazing. It's been really, really good to get this thing off-road and just see how it goes and take it out for a proper trip. Like, this is the furthest I've driven it in one go since I bought it. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. Hopefully it makes it the rest of the way home, but we're here, no worries. And even with that storm last night, this has just been amazing. There's nothing like just getting out there and I guess, I'm gonna say like resetting your batteries. I love this stuff and summer is so much easier to do it and it just, I don't know. Camping and video making and exploring is just awesome fun. Anyway, thanks heaps for watching and I will catch you next time on Overland NZ. See you later.